2 words for you: stuffed mushrooms. Perfect for a fancy New Year's Eve party. And they're really easy. While most of our friends are out partying all over town, we started a tradition a few years ago of staying home with the kids on New Year's, making a delicious dinner, some of our favorite things, and a few special things that the kids probably don't have most of the year. So these stuffed mushrooms are not only delicious, but they're perfect for a New Year's celebration. So to start, I've got my garlic clove. I'm just gonna crack it because some chopped garlic and a stuffed mushroom is delicious. It's one of my favorite things. This is gonna add, you're gonna have some Italian herbs in these, but you also have the flavor of the fresh garlic in there, and it just adds a ton of extra flavor. So I'm just gonna mince that up really good. If you want more garlic, you can add, like 2 garlic cloves, but knowing that the kids are gonna have them, I don't wanna over garlic them. All right, so I've got a nice minced garlic right here. And then over here what I've got is 10 ounces of spinach, chopped spinach. It's one of the bricks that you find in the frozen food section, chopped spinach, and I drained off the water really, really well. That is very important to this recipe. So this is really just a dump and stir. Garlic, which we can go ahead actually and put in. All right, and then we've got a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I'm sure that if Kenya and Chloe had their way, they would put 2 cups of grated Parmesan cheese, but for this recipe, just to give it the right amount of flavor, that Parmesan kind of gives it a little nutty flavor. And then we've got a 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of Italian herbs. And Italian herbs are just a mix of a bunch of different herbs like thyme, what's it say? Thyme, basil, rosemary, marjoram, sage, oregano. It's all in one right there. And then olive oil. And you just want a little bit of olive oil to sort of moisten everything up. So I'll put this right in. And I'm gonna put just about 2 tablespoons right in there. And that's it. Everything, all the yumminess is right in that bowl. Just gonna stir it up. Now, when it comes to your mushrooms, you can use white or cremini, and I'm sure some people are like, what are the cremini mushrooms? Cremini mushrooms are brown mushrooms. They're basically baby portobello mushrooms. Portobellos, those really big things. These are baby portobellos. So in the grocery store, these were actually labeled baby portobellos. These are sort of big, and then these are cremini mushrooms. They're very, very small, but the kids tend to love them because they can just sort of pop them in their mouth. All right, and that's it. See how easy this is? So you don't have to, spend a lot of time in the kitchen on New Year's when you want to be in the other room partying down with everybody having fun. So I've taken the mushrooms, and I'll show you how I do this. You just take a regular mushroom, and what you want to do is just pop out that stem. See, because right there is where your filling is gonna go. And then with mushrooms, you don't really wanna wash them because then they become like sponges and they'll absorb the water. You just wanna brush them off to get off any extra dirt. And they're just gonna fill them with this yummy, yummy spinach olive oil filling with the breadcrumbs and the cheese. And like these little bites really don't take much filling. I mean, these are like 1/2 teaspoon. You get a few of these filled up, another big one. And what I like to do right at the end is just brush a little bit of olive oil. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but just to make them a little extra golden on the outside, you just take your brush like this. You can even do a spoon. You can even use your fingers if you wanted to. And just like lightly brush them, just the tops especially, with a little bit of olive oil, just to make them nice and golden. All right, 400 degrees, 20 minutes. Come back and see how they turn out. All right, they've been baking for 20 minutes. I'm gonna leave the bigger portobello mushrooms in, but take the babies out. Just give them a little try. They're so cute. This is the perfect recipe for New Year's. Just like a little thing to pop in your mouth. Ooh, it's warm. Mmm, That is festive holiday deliciousness. Deliciousness? Yeah, you know what I mean. For more fast, fresh, and easy recipes like this and more, check out Weelicious.com.